It's Deborah Jung's birthday. Well, it was on the 26th of July. Happy belated birthday, Deborah Jung. Just one as well. And I thought for this one we'd use these Hungarian Gypsy oracle cards here, these Gypsy cards here. And do 12 cards to see what's going to happen in the next 12 months. Ooh, yippee! So we'll get the cards, and as we shuffle them, we'll ask on your behalf. I ask for the truth on behalf of Deborah Jung concerning the next 12 months until her birthday there. And I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we place the cards just over here. So what we'll do, we'll deal out 12. So of course the first card will be for now, July. Remember, these cards only really predict the future in the sense of what's about to happen as of now. So, what's sort of around the corner? Let's just flip this first card here, let's just see what it is. Nice and slow there. You've got the energy of the officer. I don't know if you can see that there. It sort of indicates really that something official's afoot here. I don't know what this is about, but certainly if it's official paperwork or whatever, I don't know. But keep your eye out for this one, because this will be rather important for you there, Deborah. You probably might know what it is. So we'll move on to August to see what comes of that. And in August there, you got Ecclesiastic, something sort of divine. I suppose the power of prayer maybe is on the cards, literally. So whatever this official thing is, it seems as if it's going to lead you to prayer, to pray for a good outcome or whatever, I don't know. This is very interesting, isn't it? Let's just see what September has to offer. Are your prayers answered, or what's going on here? It looks as though got the enemy. It looks as though somebody might be out to get you for some reason or other. I don't know what this is all about here, Deborah, but certainly you might make an enemy somewhere along the line. Somebody might be jealous of what you've got or what you're doing or whatever, and it could be anything from a nasty neighbour, you know, from neighbours from hell to just somebody sort of a rival of some kind. I don't know. Well, keep your eye open for that one, because whatever you've been praying for, if your prayers are answered, somebody might be jealous that you can get your prayers answered and they can't. I don't know. And that's just what I'm getting from that. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look for October now. Let's see what's happening as the winter draws in here in October. You've got the lover there. I don't know what this is about, but certainly I've got a funny feeling here that maybe somebody might have their eye on you or something like that. I don't know if you might know who he is. I don't know, but certainly he'll certainly be there, more prominent in October, I think. If you bump into somebody, meet somebody or whatever, if you've got somebody already, it could be just him being a bit more romantic. I don't know what that's about. So let's just have a look at November. Let's see what happens around about that sort of time. What's going on there for you? You've got a sweetheart there, so clearly you're going to be somebody's sweetheart in that sense, or either you'll become somebody's sweetheart, or the sweetheart of this lover there is going to make herself known. This is very, very strange, isn't it, that? But certainly I got a funny feeling with the lover and the sweetheart. There's a lover there in October, and in November you become her sweetheart in some way. Don't know about falling in love, but certainly it's not far off, is it? But I don't know. Sounds such a bit of something. What's it about that? I don't know why, but something strange about that. Let's see what about December. Let's see what's going on now. What sort of Christmas will you have there, Deborah? I'll just flip the card over here, and let's just reveal that energy. Oh, you're going on a journey. I don't know where you'll be travelling. Is it with this lover, this newfound friendship, relationship, or whatever, or is it? Or what? You get on a journey anyway. I tend to focus on now. You got a white horse and a black horse pulling the chariot, haven't you? As if it's pulled by yin and yang, like light and darkness and that sort of thing. Which horse has the strongest sort of pull? I don't know. Or do they both have, theoretically, to pull a chariot? If there's two of them, they both have to have the same sort of similar sort of strength. There's a building here. Is this where you've just been, where you've come from, or is it where you were going to and you've gone past, or what? I don't know. Is this somewhere in the distance, a distant destination you can see but are not quite there? I don't know. Watch out for that one in December there. It looks like, but it looks like it might be going on vacation there, or at least travelling. I don't know. Let's see around about January what happens there. What sort of new year will you be having there, Deborah? Let's just have a look at this. You've got the widow. She clearly indicates, I got a sort of sense here, she's often, of course, she's a widow. We know what a widow is, but in this, and sometimes in the case of relationships, it can be just a woman who's been dumped or ditched by her man and out left on her own. And I got a funny feeling that you might experience that, where you end up when you go after this journey around about January time, about Christmas, something will happen and you might find yourself ditched or left out on your own in some capacity or other. Of course, one can assume the worst would happen, and that's how you'd be left. But usually the widow symbolises, a widow or widower can symbolise just a person being ditched and left on the wayside. Let's just see what's happening in February as the new year draws in. You've got two. What's this here? This is interesting. The judge. What's this about? There's a judgment being made here. I don't know what this is about, but if you've been ditched, then there's clearly some judgment going to be made about it. Maybe it's a decision you've got to make, an official decision. Maybe it could be something to do with this officialdom that is taking place just around the corner from now, even this month. As we're talking back in July, if you're watching the video later on, I don't know. But let's just see for March. Let's just see what kind of springtime you get. Well, it's beginning of springtime meteorologically. What sort of springtime you're going to have there? Let's just see what this is. Oh, cause for a bit of merriment, cause for a bit of partying there. So whatever judgment has been made in February, there'll be cause for celebration around March time. A good springtime for you, good beginning. So whatever this is, I've got a sense the judgment's going to be going in your favour. That's sort of get there. Let's just see what about April. I mean, April showers and all that sort of thing, as if you believe it. Let's just see this here. What's this all about? Oh dear! Just when you're enjoying yourself, you'll say, probably I haven't come here to enjoy myself after all, because in April, just be careful. You're going to be struck down with a bit of misfortune. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you're going to leave the cooker on and the house is getting burned down or something. But laughing and joking about that's not really funny, is it? But someone's just going to strike down a bit of misfortune. The car could conk out. I mean, this is the fireman putting the fire out and all that sort of thing. And you sort of by there watching as it happens. But it could be anything. But just beware of that. That could be a fire risk. But from more of a symbolic sense than the literal that it could be, just be careful that you make everything safe. And of course, I'm sort of thinking of a car, though I don't know why. I'm just thinking your car might clap out, or you know, or something else needs doing, like the boiler goes, you can't got no hot water, so you've got to have something just struck down by the misfortune. Just after you've been enjoying yourself, probably spent a bit of money on that, enjoying yourself, you're going to need that money for whatever, repair jobs. I sort of got repair jobs there, I don't know why. Let's just see in May what's going on there, of course. The May Day and all that sort of thing, isn't it? Beltane and whatever. What's all this about here? Oh, falseness, falsehood and things like that. I get a sort of sense as though this misfortune that you were struck down in April, somebody's going to lie to you about it in around about May. You're going to seek the truth about what it really was that caused it, and somebody's going to be lying to you. And I think you might know who it might be. And when you do sort of sense who it is, then just be careful of that, because that's a bit of a warning there. Somebody's going to lie to try and cover for themselves. Because if it was deliberate, say it was the fire and it was arson, for example, they're clearly going to whatever. But it's not. I don't think it's too much that. It's more just somebody's going to lie to try and cover for themselves more than anything, because either they don't want anything to do with it, or they're just a bit afraid of any ramifications. Let's just have a look at what's going on in June. Just a month before your next birthday, when you're 21 again. Oh, look at this, fortune. You're coming into good fortune there. So roll on next year. No, don't wish your life away. Not quite yet. But you're just coming into a bit of good fortune there. So just when you had misfortune going on, somebody lying to get themselves out of trouble, the cause, whoever it was that caused this, you're going to come into a bit of good fortune there, and something good is going to come your way, maybe because they get caught and they're made to pay back, or made to pay for the costs of repair or whatever it is. If it was, say for example, it was negligent, something wasn't, say the boiler wasn't fitted properly and it went on you or something, the misfortune was the boiler went on you, then the person would have to pay. But I'm not saying it's that, I'm just saying it's that sort of thing. But somebody will lie a lie and either pass the buck or something like that to try and get out of trouble. But either way, just keep your eye out for that. But nevertheless, of course, in June, you're heading for a bit of good fortune, a bit of good luck there. So that's not bad, is it? Let's just see what happens on your next birthday there, around about July. Around about, you've got a baby there. I don't know if one's due, I don't know. If you've got a daughter there, why have you got a daughter? Expecting maybe, probably. That probably could be it. Or it could just simply be the fact of the good fortune in June, you end up being a bit childish, or somebody ends up being a bit immature about how to handle the good fortune that comes their way, and probably might not be as responsible as normal. But I'm sort of sensing like birth there, I don't know why. We don't normally do births and things, pregnancy stuff here, but just to do that with this indicates that something to do with a child, a newborn child there, around about this time next year. So unless you've got something to tell us, or you will have something to tell us in a few months' time, I don't know. Are you planning on doing something? I don't know. Keep it to yourself, it's your business. But for now, these cards have spoken, and let's hope the judgment goes your way.